my channel. My name is Vendia, and if you haven't met me before, then I usually share the process of me working on my manga, which is what we're going to be doing today. So today I'm actually starting a new chapter, which is pretty cool. I felt like the last chapter took me a long time, but whatever, it's done now, so I'll need to, put that all together in a little while. But today we're starting a new chapter, and we're going to start off with doing some storyboards. Since I had a little general idea written out what I actually wanted to happen in the chapter, so that's done. So we'll do some storyboards, and I probably won't storyboard out the whole chapter because when it gets to the action scenes, I find it better in the moment to plan those out in the storyboard when I actually need to do the pages. So we'll do the start of it, and then we'll probably start working on the actual final pages. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. So here you can see I just started, I had two spreads sort of storyboarded out together, so I just carried on for a little while, just took some time, focused on this. And usually I don't really record myself storyboarding, since a lot of the time I feel like I end up just staring at a page for a while and nothing's happening. So I try to hurry myself up. Here you can see how I sort of set up my pages to work on the actual finished ones. I don't really know how many pages this chapter's going to be, so I just did a few. I can always add some later. I've been meaning to read this for a while actually, so I finally picked it up in a cheaper bookstore. And so I thought, you know what, I'll actually give it a go now since I have it. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be good. I feel like there's no way I'm not going to like this, So yeah, anyways, we'll see. That's what I'm reading at the moment. After that little reading break, this is when I actually started to work on the final pages. So at the start I had this sort of I need to do an establishing shot, so that's what I'm doing here. You can see I've pulled up a reference. I just use Google Images to try and find some sort of a street in Westminster. So that's what I have there. And yeah, you can see I try and draw everything myself. I don't, trace or anything. So guys, everything you see in my artwork, that's me doing the drawing always. I think there have been a few times where I've used I remember especially in one of the chapters, because I tried to draw, the chapter where, well, if you've, maybe I'll just put an image up of one of the pages, and it's the bit, it seemed like a fairly easy pose at first, but I don't know what it is. I guess it's just the perspective of it. But when he's lying on that table, I tried to draw that. I tried to sketch it out. I couldn't do it for the life of me. I think I spent about an hour trying to sketch it out. I couldn't get there, and time was just ticking. It was just frustrating me. So I remember that is definitely one time I used an actual 3D model to do the base sketch, and then I carried on doing the drawing on my own. But yeah, that doesn't really happen very often. It's only if I'm really struggling with something. But also the thing with for example backgrounds, now I do want to practice them, and how am I going to practice them if I keep reverting to I don't know, going over photos or anything like that. So I try, when it comes to the backgrounds, I don't think I've ever used any sort of 3D models or anything like that. So it's all hand drawn. So that's why sometimes a lot of these pages take me so long, and in the end sometimes it's just you might only look at a panel for half a second, 1 second. So but it is what it is. So I'm gonna be excited to see how all my art improves by the time I get through all this story. I really am. I mean, it's probably gonna be maybe 2 more years down the line or something like that. I don't know, hopefully not longer than that, because I feel we're not I don't have crazy amounts left, obviously I don't know how long things are gonna sort of take to develop, because also I don't want to feel it's rushing the pace of the story or anything. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself with that a little bit. Basic point is yeah, I pretty much draw everything myself, and yeah, you're never gonna catch me tracing or anything like that. and hopefully I'll get the story done within like 2 years. I feel like that is a fairly reasonable timeline actually. So yeah, I think that's fairly reasonable for what I have left. I guess we'll see if that happens or not. On a different note though, you know what, I guess I've kind of haven't been posting as much now. I've just been a bit busy since I recently switched over to a different job, so I've been working there and just trying to get used to it a bit more. And obviously now I'm also going away for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, so I'm not really gonna be doing much art during that time, obviously. So I won't even have my iPad with me or anything, so the only art I do is like I'm bringing my sketchbook with me, so maybe I can do a few little sketches and whatnot in there. But apart from that, I won't really be doing anything for this anyways. So that's kind of why I wanted to upload this video today. So that's why I'm kind of doing the voiceover today as well, and hopefully I'm going to upload it. So, because I'm going away literally this night, so I thought, you know what, I need to get this out there, otherwise I feel like I haven't like it'll be like I haven't posted a video in like over a month or something, and I don't really want that. And because I'm going away, if you watch my last video, you might have remembered me saying that I will probably announce like when I'm putting my books on for sale, right? But because I'm going away on this trip and I didn't really know that I was going until fairly recently, I didn't have much time to plan. So obviously because I'm going away, I'm not going to be putting them up for sale now, am I? So my sort of plan at the moment is by the end of the July, I should have copies of my manga up for sale on my website. So end of July, that is the main goal. I had a quick sort of look on my website, started to sort out the sort of like page for the shop, and hopefully, you know, everything will sort when I actually start doing it properly and upload all my images and everything. Hopefully it won't take too long, since I kind of had a look and saw, you know, what I need to connect to get payments and everything. So I think that's all gone through. So hopefully that should be all right. I just need to upload everything basically in the end, and that shouldn't take too long. So when I get back, hopefully after a little while, that's sort of what I can focus on afterwards, which is going to be very exciting. And I know some of you guys have been actually asking for when I'm actually gonna upload them up for sale, since I know I keep talking about it a lot, and I'm sorry, but it is gonna happen. I do have the copies, like they do exist. So it's just, yeah, I just need to sort myself out with that after the holiday. And I feel like that's kind of all I really need to say at this point. There isn't much else I need to talk about. I just want to, you know, keep carrying on with this chapter. So when I get back, just try and lock in a bit more, you know, just try and sort of find a bit more of a balance between my work and this, since now obviously I'm not doing the 2 jobs anymore, thank God. I don't know how I did it, but you know, I'm gonna figure it all out. So I hope you guys stick around, keep watching my videos. I know I sometimes don't upload as much, but hopefully I can get back into posting my, maybe like, you know, every 2 weeks or something. So keep coming back, keep seeing what I'm up to. Let me know what you're up to if you're working on a project as well. I always like hearing about what you guys are doing, what you're working on. It's always fun. So that's kind of all I have to say, and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye.